Hello there, welcome everybody. It's Diorama Don here. This is my version of a Ukraine village diorama, as you might find in the east of Ukraine somewhere. My T-72 tank that I made in my previous video, if you are interested, please have a look and I'll show you how I went about making the tank. Cardboard and polystyrene. That's all. Before I forget, and I always do, please subscribe to the channel. That's the main thing. Subscribe and like, and you will be informed when new videos come along. Cost no money. Everyone's a winner. So this is my version of the Ukraine village. We've got a shop. I'm assured that it says bakery in Ukraine. If it doesn't, you'll have to let me know in the comments. And a makeshift Ukraine flag there in an old car, and the bombed out apartment block behind there. So with all that said, I will go into the rest of the video and show you exactly how I went about making it. Hello there, welcome everybody. It's Diorama Don here once more. In the last video, you may remember, I did suggest that I would be making a Ukraine subject diorama. So in the last video, I made this T-72 tank, Russian tank, which is the most prevalent tank in Ukraine at the moment. So I needed to make this in order to make the diorama. I've left the top loose like so because they are apparently prone to lose their turrets quite easily. So it will be dismantled from the rest of the tank. So I've got two pieces of polystyrene, 3/4 thick and 1/2 inch thick. So I've gone right the way through the 3/4 polystyrene for the bomb crater, because it needs to be fairly big, and into the bottom part like so. So when that sits on there, it'll be quite a deep crater. It's for the tank, where it will sit somewhere at an angle like that with the turret apart from the rest of the tank, something like that anyway. And there are a number of other things that will determine whether it is a Ukraine scene or not. One of the things is, as we're subject to news nightly on news channels and YouTube, there always seems to be some poor person's burnt out apartment block or block of flats. So that seems to be a relevant part of a Ukraine scene. So we've got a block of flats or apartment block with all the windows blown out and probably part of the building blown away there. So that will be at the back there. And also, where are we? There's Ukraine lettering is quite unique to Ukraine, which is quite obvious really. So there will be a shop next door to the apartment block with the Ukraine lettering across there, bakery, something like that. So that will be assured that it is Ukraine scene. And then there is normally a car. I've got I don't know why, but I've got a 1964 Ford Mustang, and although it might not actually be part of a Ukraine scene, it's not a million miles away. So I shall stick that there anyway on the on the road. And the last thing is the Ukraine flag. So I'll use the car to have a flagpole sticking out there with the Ukraine flag on there. And the other thing is debris. There is just debris everywhere, piled up spread across the whole area. So when I've got my tank in and my apartment block and my shop, there will be debris aplenty, I hope. So that's the premise then of the diorama. I'll cut out all my windows, nice easy job, and we'll take it from there, see how we get on. So just a quick update then. I stuck my two pieces of polystyrene together and put a border of 2mm cardboard all the way around. So we've got one big crater now. So now it's ready to put some kind of road surface on there. Not quite sure yet, but it's ready for it. The block of, well, the apartment block, I just put strips of cardboard down for the to make it look a better structure, really. No other reason. So that will go like that. Okay, and then my shop, again, I just cut out the door and window and put a frame, cardboard frame in there, and then a billboard, if you like, along the front there, so that when I put my letters on, now I'm assured that that says bakery in Ukrainian. I looked on the internet, and there's about 5 or 6 different websites, translation websites, and they each give a different spelling of what bakery should be. So I just chose one, and I just hope this is the right one. If there are any Ukrainians out there that dispute the spelling, then you'll have to tell me. But apparently that says bakery. So I'll stick those on the front of the shop, like so. Well, before that, I'll give it a coating of the usual wall filler. Same old thing. Watered down wall filler, which will then give me a basis, a grounding then for grout. I'll use a grey grout over the top just to give it all a concrete look. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that, finish the buildings and the road, and that will almost be it. It won't be much else to do. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so this is where we are at the moment. Finished the buildings off at the back with grey grout. Made a few shell holes in the front of the building as well there. And then with the black spray paint, just a haze of black paint at the top there and round the hole in the roof of the shop. Put my letters on, hoping that that spells bakery. I'll soon find out if it isn't. And okay, I've got the tank in place, but I'll just take it off for now. So there's my crater. Again, grey grout with a little bit of black grout added. That gives a darker road finish, if you like. And then spray paint, black spray paint around the edges, really. And my little Ukrainian in his... what the hell is it? Oh, I don't know what it is. Ford Mustang 1964 Ford. There's thousands of them in Ukraine, I'm sure. There must be. Oh yeah, broken windows in the baker's shop. Can hardly see that. Yeah, there we are. So there we are. That's the basis then of what the diorama will be. So all I need to do now is put the rubble on. So I've got some brick-coloured, well, bricks that I shall crush up and put all around the crater and everywhere, and some grey as well that isn't quite dry yet. So when that's dry and everything ready, then I'll finish it off, and I'll be back to show you the finished thing. So completed the project now. We've got our rubble strewn around the road and in the crater. Pieces of timber flown from the buildings all over the road. We've got our T-73 tank with the turret blown. If you are interested in how I went about making the T-73, previous video will show you exactly how I went about doing it. Just a look down the street there. A fairly easy project to do. The apartment building is certainly easy enough. Just a sheet of polystyrene with the holes cut out for the windows, and then cardboard strengtheners on the front there, and a simple shop that I hope says bakery. Please let me know if it doesn't. And makeshift Ukrainian flag in my old 1964 American car, whatever that's doing there. So anyway, there we go. Nothing more to say. So thank you very much for watching the video. Very much appreciated. Even more appreciated if you click the subscribe button. Click that subscribe button and like button. You will be informed when new videos come along, of which at the moment there are 130. So just ideas. I'm not saying I'm the greatest model maker, but the ideas are there for you to work on and to make better. Okay, so thanks again. I'll see you in the next video. And as always, please remember, happy modeling.